We breathe in patterns. Forget why. Gray leaks into the corners of a day that never starts. Hands move without permission, tracing outlines of a heart. Signals drift through hollow wires. Nothing lands, nothing stays. Every thought dissolves to vapor in the repetition haze. I feel less than before, more than nothing, nevermore. Television light flickers on a face I almost know. Mouth moves but meaning fractures into static undertow. Time folds in on itself like a loop that won't release. Every second feels identical to a quiet kind of peace. No need, no one, no way. Concrete dreams in slow motion drift beneath a muted sky. Every question loses language before it learns to ask why. Touch feels like an echo from a life I didn't keep, and the body keeps on moving while the mind forgets to feel. I feel less than before, more than nothing, nevermore. Apathy blooms in silent rooms.
I know I shouldn't, but I did.
2 a.m. You hit my line again. Said you in the area just as friends. I already know how the story ends. Still I open up the door again. Same hoodie, same scent on you. Same lies that I run back to. I say nah, but my body moves like I got nothing left to lose. I try to fight it, but I don't. Say I won't, then I won't. I shouldn't call you, I shouldn't fall through. Every time I do, I lose control. I know it's wrong, but I still want you, even when it messes with my soul. Late night, bad decisions, crossing all my own lines. Said I never do this, but I do it every time. Cold air, tension in the room, we don't talk, we just assume you don't stay, you never do, but I still make space for you. Told myself I let you go, block your number, take it slow. Next thing that I know, you're right back losing control. Say it's the last time, but it's not. Every time, same flow. I shouldn't call you, I shouldn't fall through. Every time I do, I lose control. No, it's wrong, but I still want you, even when it messes with my soul. Late night, bad decisions, crossing all my own lines. Said I'd never do this, but I do it every time. Shoulda, 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 shoulda. Shoulda, 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 shoulda. But I did. It's not love, I know that, but I keep going back. Every red flag I ignore ends up right in my door. I say I'm done, I'm through, then I'm right back with you. Guess I'm stuck in the loop, all the things I shouldn't do. I shouldn't call you, I shouldn't fall through. Every time I do, I lose control. It's wrong, but I still want you, even when it messes with my soul. Late night, bad decisions, crossing all my own lines. Said I never do this, but I do it every time. I know I shouldn't, but I did.
You're bad for me.
You're bad for me. You're bad, you're bad. Late night, buzzing my phone, say you're coming, but you don't. Every word a twisted game, pull me close, then shift the blame. On a broken glass, every promise never lasts. I should leave, I know the truth, still I'm running back to you. Got me spinning in your touch, I know it's too much. You're my sweet venom, running through me. Hit me one more time, I'm addicted to the pain. Tastes so bitter, but I crave it just the same. You're my sweet venom, I can't break away. Toxic love, I'm going under. Pull me close, push me under. Venom.
sweet venom running through me. Hit me one more time. I'm addicted to the pain. Tastes so bitter, but I crave it just the same. You're my sweet venom, I can't break away. Toxic love, I'm going under. Pull me close, push me under.
Comes quietly. A sudden rush, no warning, only a hush. It moves between what I say and what I quietly betray. No warning sign in the air, just something suddenly there. A shift I don't understand, but I feel it in your hand. Did it start, or was it there before I knew how to care? Quietly comes to me, not in light for all to see. Not a word I plan to say, not a feeling I could hold. Quietly stays, it grows in the space. Nobody knows if this is love, let it be. Just as quiet, just as real. Just as real. Just as real. Still it's here. No grand design, no control. It finds a place in my soul. No reason I can defend. Still I don't want it to end. It doesn't ask to be known. Doesn't need to be shown. It lingers soft in the dark, a quiet unspoken mark. Did I choose, or was I drawn to something already on? Quietly comes to me, not in ways I thought it'd be. Not a fire, not a cry, just a truth I can't. In the stillness of my days, if this is love, let it be unannounced and wild and free. No warning, no sound. Still it found. I was waiting for a sign, something loud, something defined, but it slipped between the lines and rewrote what I call mine. Not a promise, not a plan, still I feel it in my hands. Something fragile, something true arriving here because of again through the spaces left within. endlessly. It comes quietly and stays. Careful what you believe. Say it low, say it twice, let it echo in your mind. Every word you let inside starts to blur the edge of time. Little thoughts, quiet seeds, growing where you never see. Every doubt you let repeat builds a shape you start to be. If I hold it, if I keep it, does it turn into me? You become what you believe. What you believe. Every pattern you repeat starts to breathe. If I say it, if I dream, if I let it underneath, I become what I believe. What I believe. 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 Wore the fear like second skin, let it settle deep within. Told myself it's who I am. Now I don't know where I began. Every story that I keep leaves a mark beneath my sleep. If I change the words I say, do I change what I create? If I break it, if I leave it, do I finally feel free? You become what you believe. What you believe. Every pattern you repeat starts to breathe. If I say it differently, if I let my mind release, I become what I believe. What I believe. Change the words, change the shape, change the way I rearrange. Maybe I can rewrite every line I hold inside. Turn the dark into design. Let it shift, let it realign. Not a prison, not a fate, just a voice I recreate. If I listen, if I choose, I decide what I become. You become what you believe. You become, you become. Every truth you let repeat sets you free. If I hold a different light, if I let it redefine, I become what I believe. What I believe. Careful what you believe. I've always been. I've always been. Shadows moving with my name. Every version feels the same. Tried to blur the edges out. Still I'm who I am without. Different mirrors, different lights. Still the same eyes every night. I could run but I can't hide from the shape I keep inside. I tried to change the outline.
but it stays. I've always been exactly who I am. Who I am. No matter where I go, I understand. Can't outrun, can't pretend. Every shadow, every scar knows me better than they are. I've always been exactly who I am. Wore 100 different skins, none of them could hold me in. Cut my voice to fit the sound, still the truth kept leaking out. Quiet doesn't make me small, even silence says it all. Every version that I tried led me back here every time. I tried to disappear, but I stayed. I've always been exactly who I am. Who I am. Even when I didn't understand. Lost in all I couldn't plan. Every fracture, every flaw wasn't something to withdraw. I've always been exactly who I am. If I break into me. If I fade honestly. I'm the shapes that I outgrew. I'm the lies I call the truth. Exactly. I've always been exactly who I am. Hold me where I stand. Nothing left to hide or understand. Open hands, open hands. Every shadow, every scar only shows me who we are. I've always been exactly who I am. Exactly who I am.
You speak in colors I can see. Paint the silence carefully. The world moves loud, but you move true. A rhythm only known to you. You trace the air with silver lines, finding patterns I can't find. Every thought a quiet bloom, growing wild inside the room. And while they try to change your song, you've been right here singing all along. You shine in a different light, soft as dawn but twice as bright. The world don't need storm, a gentle tide. You teach the stars how to align. Every glance a sacred key, unlocking what the world can't see. And though they frame you black and white, you're a canvas kissed by light. You shine in a different light, soft as dawn but twice as bright. The world don't need to understand, to hold your heart inside its hands. You shine, baby, you shine in your own time, in your own light, in your own light. Maybe love's not meant to fit. Maybe truth is infinite. Maybe silence speaks the most, when words can't hold what's wholly close. You shine, you shine. When the world turns down the sound, you're the melody that's found. You shine in your own light. A stranger holds the door for me, doesn't know what I've been carrying. Light spills in for just a second, like something small is remembering. Coins pressed into open hands, eyes that meet and understand. No big words, no grand design, just quiet proof that we're aligned. It's never loud, it never stays, but it shifts the weight inside my day. It's the smallest kindness, breaking through the silence, a flicker in the dark I didn't see. Not a cure, not a sign, just a moment out of time, but it's enough to carry me. Carry
light. They dress the day in polished white. Every mirror softly lies with well-rehearsed alibis. Powdered grace on careful skin. A quiet war we're living in. Measured worth in subtle lines. Corrected forms and gentler signs. Hushed applause for symmetry. A curated identity. Sing me soft into the frame. Call distortion by my name. Shape me till I disappear into something more sincere. It's tender, it's extreme. This discipline, delicate dream where longing words do intervene, and love is dressed in porcelain. Love is dressed in porcelain. Magazine stains, paper thin, teach us how to tuck it in. Every flaw a whispered crime against the etiquette of time. Tailored smiles, practiced gaze, moving through rehearsed displays. Elegance becomes a shield for everything we never healed. String quartets of doubt and grace. Play perfection into place. Sing me soft into the frame. Call distortion by my name. Shape me till I disappear into something more sincere. It's fragile, it's serene. This orchestrated in between, where silence says what's never seen, and truth is blurred to stay pristine. If I'm enough, why must I change? Pull the ribbon, cinch it tight. Trade the day for softer light. Every standard neatly pressed, close enough to beam glass, but underneath the satin seams lives a choir of quiet screams, holding notes we never show in the faces we outgrow. In the faces we outgrow. Sing me back into my skin. Let the dissonance begin. Break the glass, disturb the air. Find the self that's truly there. It's human, it's unclean, unfinished, undefined, unseen, beyond the curated routine. A life that won't stay porcelain. No perfect form, no fixed design, just breath and bone and borrowed time. And in the cracks, a softer gleam, becoming more than what we've seen.
I heard footsteps Footsteps drag through static, edges sharp against the night. I kept my breath inside my pocket, held my heartbeat out of sight. The world has teeth for those like me, the quiet ones who slip between. Still something in the shadows shifted, a presence tearing at the seam. I expected some distortion, some anomaly gone wild, but there you were, not danger's echo, just a frightened, stubborn child. Still something in your gaze cut through the armor that I wore, a glitch of warmth inside a system built for war. I don't trust the light around us, I don't trust the roles we play. Every face is threat or warning, every choice collects its pay. But when our eyes connected, something broke inside the gray. When the signal found me, it rewrote my fear, pulled me from the shadows, drew you near. Static turned to rhythm, cold turned warm, to mismatched frequencies folding into form. When the signal found me, the world changed tone like fate, glitching softly through bone. You said my name like it was fragile, like you didn't want it known. I felt the city watching closely, I felt the circuits in the stone. But even though you carried danger, even though you meant me harm, something in your hesitation held the outline of alarm. I'm no hero made of virtue, I'm no saint to trust with hope. But when you flinch beneath the neon, something tightened in my throat. The job was simple, fine, to take you, deliver what the wealthy need. But standing there I saw the truth, they lied about who you'd be. Your fear cut through the static, your eyes rewrote the code. Something warm beneath the tension, a path I never chose. When the signal found me, it rewrote my fear, pulled me from the shadows, drew you near. Static turned to rhythm, cold turned warm, to mismatched frequencies folding into form. When the signal found me, the world changed tone like fate, glitching softly through bone. Are you here to end my freedom? I don't know what I'm meant to be. If you take me, I'll keep fighting. If I hurt you, I hurt me. Something in this moment whispers, we're not meant to walk alone. When the signal found me, it tangled our strands, changed the meaning of the mission in my hands. If fate is made of pulses, then we've crossed its line. Two broken frequencies accidentally aligned. When the signal found me, I finally saw a connection in the glitch, work a shift in the law. Something changed tonight, and nothing will return to right. You left your sweater on my chair, folded like a promise there. We talked till dawn about nothing, till nothing started sounding like a plan. We were almost always forever, on the edge of saying never let go. In your car in my old blue sweater, two kids tracing futures in the fog on the window. We were almost always forever, but almost doesn't hold in the cold. I still feel your hand a secret I forgot to let go. Your coffee cup still stains my sink. Your name still flashes when I blink. Friends say we nearly made it. Guess nearly's just another way to break. We were almost always forever, on the edge of saying never let go. In your car, in my old blue sweater, two kids tracing futures in the fog on the window. We were almost always forever, but almost doesn't hold in the cold. I still feel your hand in my pocket, like a secret I forgot to let go. I still turn at every laugh that sounds like you. Still save space on the left side of my bed. If timing is the thief that got between us, tell me why your voice is still inside my head. We were almost always forever. Every sign said, baby, this is it. If love is just a door and we were standing right before it, how did we both walk away from it? We were almost always forever. Now it's just me talking to a ghost of your hand still deep in my pocket, like a secret I forgot to let go. "40-foot trees laid sideways in ice, like a giant's bonfire someone forgot to light. Whites and browns and grays, I don't remember the sky is blue, just white, probably gray, and the boots I wore to find you. Bright blue shovel underneath a sheet of glass. I dropped my gloved hand down and something stopped me. Hard as stone, cold as fact, my favorite thing in the whole world, and I couldn't reach it back. First time I wanted something beautiful that wouldn't let me through. I've been reaching through the ice my whole life for something bright and blue that isn't mine. They tell me nothing's underneath, but I can see it, I can see it, I can see it fine. Leaving in the backseat, looking out the wrong window. Trunk full of things I forget the shape of. I didn't know what loss was yet. I just knew the feeling, like I lost a competition I was never told I'd entered. And now it's 20 years later. Purple flower shirt and a fresh monitor glow. 6 cocktails deep, sculpting on the tablet. 20,000 sketches in a year, like breathing out art on the television for an audience of no one. I've been reaching through the ice my whole life for something bright and blue that isn't mine. They tell me nothing's underneath, but I can see it, I can see it, I can see it fine. Delusion is the most powerful tool you have. That's not a warning. That's instructions. The sky was white. The shovel was blue. I still haven't gotten it back. I found the anchor, heavy and deep. Well, you are the gale that refuses to sleep. We collide in the doorway, a beautiful mess, dressed in the shadows of a wilder confession. Oh, can you feel the world tilting? The kitchen is humming with the scent of dark roast. You're dancing in circles, a shimmering ghost. You spill the sugar and laugh at the floor while I'm checking the locks on the windows and door. You live in the maybe, I live in the must, trying to build a cathedral from handfuls of dust. Remember the Tuesday we drove to the coast. You wanted the waves, I wanted the post. You jumped from the pier before I could speak, leaving salt on my skin and a flush on your cheek. It's a frantic devotion, a race I can't win. Where do I end and where do you begin? It's a beautiful fever, a steady decline. You're the chaos in bottles, I'm the vintage of wine. We're a house made of playing cards held in the wind, waiting for someone to let the light in. You're the spark in the tinder, I'm the rain on the roof, searching for grace in a world without proof. It's heavy, it's holy, it's falling apart, the terrifying pulse of a fractured heart. You tease me for folding my shirts by the seam while you're chasing a ghost or a half-finished dream. The silence between us is louder than words, like the panic migration of winter-bound birds. I'm learning that love isn't always a stay. Sometimes it's watching the gold turn to gray. The tea's gone cold in the mug that we shared. I'm tired of being the only one scared. Your shoes by the door are a promise you'll leave, and I'm running out of the breath to believe it wasn't a failure, just a season of bloom. Too much of a garden for one little room. The bruises are fading, the soft shades of blue. I'm finding the me that I lost inside you. Spontaneity tasted like honey in glass, but I'm learning to let the sharp edges pass. There's a quiet and healing, a slow-moving tide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I saw you today in a stranger's quick grin, and I didn't feel the old shaking begin. We were a moment, a flash in the dark, a temporary fire from a wandering spark. I'll keep the laughter and leave the debris, finally learning how to just be. It was a beautiful fever, steady decline. You were the chaos and the pieces now mine. You were a house made of playing cards held in the wind, and God, it was lovely before we thinned. You were the spark in the tinder, on the sun, on the grass, watching the ghosts of our history pass. It's heavy, it's holy, it's finally still. If the heart doesn't break, then it never will. It never will. It never will. I know what it is to stand at the doorway, one hand on the handle, one foot in the past, telling myself I just need a little more time, like waiting would make me ready at last. I know how it feels when your life gets gets smaller, not all at once, just piece by piece, till even the smallest thing feels heavy, and rest never really feels like peace. But maybe the fear is not a warning, maybe it's just a wave. Maybe the life I keep avoiding is the one that wants me saved. I'm done living in the almost, done waiting for the perfect sign, done calling it someday when I know it's really mine. A little discomfort can buy a lot of relief, so I'll take the shaking with me if it means I finally leave. I'm not too late, I'm not too far gone, I'm not missing my life. I've been here all along. I have let my thoughts get louder than truth, let old stories sit where hope should be, built whole rooms inside my own hesitation, and forgot I still had the key. I have worn survival like a uniform, like staying small was staying safe, but something in me keeps pressing forward even when I wanna run the other way. So maybe the ache is not the ending, maybe it's the breaking through. Maybe not every thought I think was ever telling me the truth. I'm done living in the almost, done waiting for the perfect sign, done calling it someday when I know it's really mine. A little discomfort can buy a lot of relief, so I'll take the shaking with me if it means I finally leave. I'm not too late, I'm not too far gone, I'm not missing my life. I've been here all along. That doesn't make it true just because I feel it. That doesn't make it true just because I fear it. That doesn't make it true just because it's loud. I can still choose movement now. I'm done living in the almost, done waiting for my life to start, done handing all my power to the panic in my heart. A little discomfort can buy a lot of relief, so I'll keep walking forward even if I have to do it scared and weak. Yeah. I'm not too late, I'm not too far gone, I'm not missing my life. I've been here all along. I'm done living in the almost, done waiting for the perfect sign, done calling it someday when I know it's really mine. A little discomfort can buy a lot of relief, so I'll take the shaking with me if it means I finally leave. I've been here all along, I've been here all along, not broken, not gone. I've been here all along. I touched him, full of promise, while hiding the wound I was ready to give. When I saw what had happened, there was nothing I could do to make it live. I pushed him away in a moment of pride, then cried alone when he never replied. I wanted too much, I crossed every sign, I called it love and made it mine. I was both the blade and the bruise, the silence and the breaking news. I built him an altar out of grace, then turned and left without a trace. I carved love into something divine, then stepped across each sacred line. Call it stars or destiny, all escapes clandestinely. I wanted all of him on his knee, but never gave all of me. I chased a sun I could never reach, built wings from shards of my
still I curse the sky for what it'd been. If he ever looks back one day, who will I be in his mind's replay? The one who gave the pain, or the one who took it away? I was both the blade and the bruise, the silence and the breaking news. I built him an altar out of grace, then turned and left without a trace. I carved love into something divine, then stepped across each sacred line. Call it stars or destiny, all escapes clandestinely. I wanted all of him on his knee, but never gave all of me. Call it sacred, call it wrong. I sold out quiet just to feel strong. I hit first hoping not to feel, but learned too late what breaks is real. 30 coins won't bring back grace, or hush the sound I can't erase. I knelt before what I had made, then wondered why it wouldn't save. I cried for someone to intervene, but some ghosts are mine to keep unseen. I was both the blade and the bruise, the silence and the breaking news. I built him an altar out of grace, then turned and left without a trace. I carved love into something divine, then stepped across each sacred line. Called it stars or destiny, all escapes clandestinely. I wanted all of him on his knee, but never gave all of me. I was hoping you were despair, you were love and I wasn't there. You were open, I was withdrawn. You stayed steady, I was gone. You were trust, I was control. You let go, I played a role. You screamed, I turned. You gave, I burned. You held, I stalled. We lost it all, so we regret everything.